Welcome to day 22 of the 60-day AMA program. Here are the highlights from the session. Nick provides us with a reflection on the last 2 weeks and a view into what is happening over the next 2 weeks. Tonight, Nick is just doing something a little bit different, taking a moment to step back and look at the bigger picture, reviewing what we've covered over the past 2 weeks, setting some clear expectations for what's coming up during the course of this week as we approach these critical milestones. In week 1, key targets for exchange listings were confirmed, and the presale is set to close on the 26th. 4 crucial milestones were achieved, reflecting the team's commitment through actions: reimbursement of affected wallets without delay, payments to developers participating in the Build-A-thon, implementation of a 39% bonus compression based on community voting, and these completed actions reinforcing commitment to the community. Furthermore, a vesting referendum granted the community binding decision-making power over the vesting schedule, which influences token unlocks, market stability, and long-term alignment. The claim process was outlined, detailing how users will access their tokens through a dashboard and interact with the smart contract to unlock tokens based on the new vesting schedule. In the second week, Jeremy provided a technical overview of the proof-of-work consensus mechanism, emphasizing the choice for true decentralization over permission-based systems of proof-of-stake networks. Key highlights included plans for 5,000 independent nodes at launch, distinctions between pool and solo mining, reward distribution mechanisms, favorable security aspects compared to systems with limited delegated nodes, and insights into miner reward pools and staking reward contracts. On day 19, the focus was on addressing practical community questions regarding wallet setup, presale purchases, token claims, security protocols, and scam prevention in preparation for the token generation event. The aim was to empower the community with knowledge to protect themselves. On day 20, discussions centered on transparency and trust, acknowledging shortcomings, addressing oversupply issues, and committing to group-based outcomes. The vesting schedule was confirmed, with 40% unlock at TGE and the remaining 60% distributed over 3 months. Compliance considerations were clarified, including KYC and AML requirements, refund policies, and regional restrictions, emphasizing a commitment to rebuilding trust through tangible actions. In summary, key themes covered in the last 2 weeks include 1. Execution, with the focus on consistency with completed work, specifically addressing security reimbursements and manufacturing payments. These actions provide verification for the community. 2. Decentralization, where the vesting referendum resulted in a binding decision that impacts the economic structure. 3. Technical perspective, where the mining architecture and consensus mechanisms were opened for scrutiny with upcoming audits by Hacken and Certic. 4. Education, where significant efforts have been made to inform the community about self-protection, scam identification, and navigating the space effectively. 5. Accountability, with acknowledgement of issues such as oversupply, support backlogs, and transaction complexities has been maintained. The upcoming 2 weeks are crucial for finalizing the presale, economic framework, and preparations for the token generation event. Key updates include 1. Final tokenomics and economic framework, where the finalized tokenomics will include distribution schedules, vesting periods, supply projections, and community referendum implementations presented transparently. 2. Developer resources and documentation, with updated documentation for mainnet, including technical specs, API documentation, and support for developer programs, will be released to foster an ecosystem for BlockDAG. 3. Node operator information, with details for mining node setup, delivery timelines, staking opportunities, and participation in the mainnet ecosystem will be provided as delivery schedules are confirmed. 4. Community communication updates, with improvements in communication and mentorship resources will be implemented to enhance community support and educational content. All changes are focused on ensuring clarity and support for stakeholders as the launch approaches. We have shifted from unverifiable achievements to more concrete indicators such as partnership announcements, technical milestones, and verifiable ecosystem growth metrics. The wallet addresses related to the Treasury will be disclosed following the token generation event, which represents a significant step toward transparency within the BlockDAG community. Our objective is to build trust in BlockDAG through transparency in our processes. Nick is confident that we are progressing in the right direction. And now some critical reminders. These include the imminent end of the pre-sale on the 26th, which is the final chance for participation before the exchange listing on February 16th. There will be no extensions or additional opportunities. Additionally, a dedicated incarnation page will be launched soon, serving as a hub for tracking development milestones, technical documentation, updates on miners, governance decisions, and verified partnerships related to the protocols being integrated into the main offering. What is the bigger picture? We're in the final delivery phase, focusing on execution and professionalism. Recent weeks have demonstrated our commitment to governance, technical excellence, and honest communication. The upcoming Show All Week will provide essential information for the token generation event, including wallet address validation, the claim process, and the allocation of outstanding BDAG tokens. Key developments include several signed agreements, completed contracts, made payments, and provided liquidity. We aim to build a decentralized community governed by consensus within the mining framework, marking a significant advancement. Before we wrap us, here are the key takeaways from today's session. 1. A clear execution and accountability witnessed over the past 2 weeks. 2. A focus on completion and readiness in the upcoming weeks, led by CEO Nick. 3. There is urgency with the pre-sale ending on January 26th as the final opportunity to participate. 4. The introduction of an incarnation page for accountability. 5. There are forthcoming details on tokenomics and additional updates related to development and infrastructure. This marks a pivotal transition towards establishing a live network, emphasizing transparency, community involvement, and discipline. And that wraps up day 22.